Medical sales representatives occasionally say stupid things. Believe me, I know this from personal experience. I have done it. Hi, my name is Mace Haroff. Welcome to the Medical Sales Channel. I want to share with you one of those experiences. I was calling on a surgeon who I will call Dr. Roscoe many years ago, and I will describe him as an older Southern gentleman. My company had a new device. It was the latest and greatest, so I made an appointment to see Dr. Roscoe, who I knew was using very old technology. I figured he would jump at the opportunity to try something newer that would make his life easier and deliver better clinical results for his patients. So Dr. Roscoe leads me into an exam room in his office. He takes a seat. He leaves me standing, and he says, "Okay, Mr. Haroff, what you got?" And I said, "No, Dr. Roscoe, please, call me Mace." He says, no, thank you, sir. I prefer to keep it professional. I'm going to call you Mr. Haroff. Let's see what you got." I said, "No problem." So I reach into my bag and I pull out the widget that I want to show to the doctor that day. He grabs a hold of it, and I go through my entire presentation. And then when I'm done with the presentation, just as my sales manager, Mike, reminded me to do after every presentation, I ask for the business using the only close that I know at the time, and I say, "So Dr. Roscoe, what do you think? Can we schedule a surgery for you to try this out?" Now, you have to understand, throughout the entire presentation, the doctor isn't making eye contact with me. He's been examining and handling my product. He's got this scowl on his face. And of course, this is not a good way to sell, but I was pretty green at the time. And the doctor, he looks me right in the eye and he says, "Excuse me, Mr. Haroff, but tell me again, why would I want to use your product?" And I'm thinking to myself, is this guy listening to me? I just spent the last 5 minutes telling him why he should use it. The doctor is becoming visibly impatient. I just want to get this over with, so I decide to just sum it up and get to the point. So I say, "Dr. Roscoe, you should use this product because it's the best one on the market, and it will give your patients better clinical results." Now, I'm feeling pretty good. I just told him what I thought he needed to hear. Well, he suddenly stands up and he takes a step towards me. Now, you have to understand, Dr. Roscoe is an imposing figure to me. I'm 5'8" and 155 pounds. He's about 6'2", 240 pounds, and he's also a competitive weightlifter. I'm serious. And he's staring down at me. He's getting red in the face. And he says, "Son, what makes you think that your product is the best one on the market? And who are you to walk into my office and suggest that I'm not getting good results?" Now, I'm sure the doctor was enjoying the beads of sweat on my forehead that are now dripping down onto my suit. And I say, "Dr. Roscoe, look, if you look at the brochure, it shows an improvement of 11% over what you're doing now." He's not impressed. His face is becoming even more red. And he shakes his head and he starts to walk out of the room. He gets to the door. He pauses. He turns around. He looks me right in the eyes. And he says, "Son, everyone's cat is the blackest." And then he turns and walks out of the room. What just happened? I am clueless. I have no idea what he said. So I run down the hallway. I go after him and I say, "Dr. Roscoe, excuse me a second, sir, but what did you just say?" He stops and turns around. He's shaking his head and he says, "Every one of you boys who comes in here, you all think your cat is the blackest. You all come in here and tell me that your product is the best and it's better than what I'm doing now. I'm sorry, Mr. Haroff, but you're going to have to do better than that. Look, I've got some patients to see. Have a nice day. Goodbye, sir." And he walks into an exam room and he closes the door. I just leave the doctor's office. I couldn't wait to get out of there. I drive to a payphone to call my sales manager, Mike. Yes, I did say a payphone. We didn't have cell phones back then. And I'm just ranting. I'm saying, "Mike, this guy's an idiot. He just wants to keep practicing surgery in the dark ages. He's never going to buy anything from me." And I'm going on and on. And finally, my manager, Mike, he says, "Look, Mace, calm down. Just calm down. I want you to do one thing for me. I want you to think about what you could have done differently, and then let's talk tomorrow." So I calm down and I start to debrief the presentation in my mind, which is, hopefully something you do, because you really need to go over the presentation right after you do it before you forget what you did. What do you think is the one thing that sticks in my head, from that fiasco with Dr. Roscoe? It was when Dr. Roscoe said, everyone's cat is the blackest. Everyone's cat is the blackest. Now, I hear sales representatives telling customers all the time that their cat is the blackest. Of course, that's not what they say. But all too many reps do say, Doctor, my product is the best on the market. You can't say that. Even if it's true, you can't say that. Why? Well, first of all, you can't say it because you have an obvious conflict of interest. You're a sales representative. You get paid when someone buys your product. It causes you to lose credibility in the customer's mind, who now thinks that you will say or do anything to make a sale. Secondly, the practice of medicine, it's based on science. So when you say that your product is the best, there's a little voice in the clinician's head that is saying, your product's the best. Says who? Who says your product's the best? And the answer to that question needs to come from someone other than you and your company. You need to present proof. It's called evidence-based medicine. So the next time you feel yourself about to say, Dr. Smith, this product really is the best on the market, I want you to pause for a moment and I want you to think about a black cat. And as you know, black cats are supposed to be bad luck. Telling a healthcare decision maker that your product is the best will most likely be bad luck for your sale. By the way, this point is always very easy for me to remember. You see, I am horribly allergic to cats. Thank you for watching. For the Medical Sales Channel, I'm Mace Hara.